Seriously, guys, someone's nicked it from my bag.
If you lose your wallet, passport or tickets while you're on holiday, your mates winding you up will be the least of your worries. Keep your valuable stuff locked up safely when you don't need it. And if you're on the beach or by the pool, only take the cash you need.
For more information, go to gov.uk/knowbeforeyougo or follow us on Facebook or Twitter.
You're listening to The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. If you've recently visited Central or South America, please do share your experiences at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Put up some of your photos, give us some hints and tips about what you saw and where to go, or what to avoid. facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. One of the things when you think about South America, well, with me in particular, is the experience that Top Gear had recently when they were travelling between Chile and Argentina. And I wanted to know whether the antics of the Top Gear TV show has made it difficult for British travellers in Argentina. And also, it's part of my favourite part of the world, which I haven't been to yet, is Patagonia. The pictures I've seen, the places looks like just stunning. See, I'm lost for words, it's that stunning. And there's one or two things I'd like to do when I go down there too, because I've seen people going whale watching, but in these tiny little boats and the whales bob up next to them, and it just seems a magical experience, of course, as long as we're not bothering the whales. So I asked David about Patagonia, and of course I did mention about the Top Gear crew as well.
Well, Patagonia is absolutely vast, and it straddles both sides of the Andes for 1,000 miles. In the northern part of Patagonia, you can cross over from the Chilean Lake District at Puerto Montt to Bariloche in Argentina, or vice versa, in a trip that goes bus, which can be done in a day, but we really recommend that you do it over a couple of days to savour the scenery and enjoy the experience. In the south, from Torres del Paine National Park in southern Chile, you can cross over to southern Argentina to visit the Perito Moreno Glacier, where it's wonderful to do some walking on the glacier with crampons. The guide normally takes a bottle of whiskey, so 30-year-old whiskey and 400-year-old ice. Best way to see Perito Moreno. Also, there are cruises from Punta Arenas around to Ushuaia, that's from Chile into Argentina, going through the Beagle Channel and the Magellan Straits. Amazing wildlife, penguin spotting, and bird life. On the whole, you mentioned Top Gear, on the whole, relations between the UK and Argentina have been very good, and British travellers are generally welcomed. But most visitors won't be waving a Union flag and talking about the Falkland Islands. If they do, that's bound to upset a few.
You cover the whole of South America, I think. Can you give us a brief overview of some of the tours you do there?
Well, yes, indeed. We cover the whole of Latin America. We work with partners in each country in Latin America to represent us, and they've got a veritable army of local guides and drivers to look after our passengers, meeting people at airports, taking them on city tours, and so on. And so, yes, we cover the whole gamut, from Mexico down to Argentina, Chile, and even, as I said, down to Antarctica, also to the Falkland Islands.
I know somebody quite well who's celebrating his silver wedding anniversary this September. Which tour would you recommend for him to mark the occasion?
Silver anniversaries are very important, and yes, something very special to mark that. One, if you'd asked me that 15 years ago, I probably would have said a trip on Concorde. Today, perhaps the Galapagos Islands would be of interest, as that's very much a journey of a lifetime. But I think you said September, and I'm afraid that September and October is not ideal because there's a sea mist over the Galapagos Islands at that time of the year. The best time for the Galapagos would be December to March. So how about a trip combining Argentina with Brazil, starting off in Buenos Aires, going up to the Iguazu Falls, which are on the border with Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay, and then going across to Rio de Janeiro, and if they've got a little bit more time, perhaps spend a few days on a beach at the end. Otherwise, if they're feeling a bit more adventurous, our Peru, Bolivia, and Chile tour would combine Machu Picchu, Lake Titicaca, and the extraordinary salt flats of Uyuni with the Atacama Desert. The salt flats are 10,000 square kilometers of salt, and they're a stunning sight. And the Atacama Desert in northern Chile has got flamingos, amazing lakes, and wonderful wildlife. If they delay the celebrations until the end of the year or beginning of next year, then we mentioned the Galapagos Islands. It's also the best time of the year to be going down to Antarctica.
Delay it. If you've not met my wife, there's no way I could delay it.
But ideally, what we're trying to do is talk to the people and discuss it with them and see exactly what the priorities are to encompass what they want to do, both of them, within the time and budget that they've got available.
I'm easy. I just want to accomplish what I'm told to do. That's the easy bit. You can follow me on Twitter at holiday_hut. But we're reaching the conclusion of my conversation with David Gilmour from Mercator Travel. We've talked about the highlights of visiting Central and South America. And now we're going to talk about his travel company, the company he represents, and how they can help people to experience what South and Central America has to offer, and also which other regions that the company covers. So here's David to explain a bit more about the travel company he represents.
Well, Mercator Travel started life about 5 years ago as specialists for Central America under their Central America Revealed brand. And I've been watching the company grow and develop and establish a good reputation over those years. They brought me in to help with their expansion into South America under the South America Revealed brand.
At the beginning you said about LATA as well. Could you just expand on what they do as well, please, the charity
Sure.
bit as well?
The Latin America Travel Association is a consortium of airlines, tourist boards, tour operators, travel publishers, and hotel groups, all dealing with Latin America. It's now got about 200 members. The organization was founded in 1991 to promote Latin America on the basis that we can do more by working together than any one company can do on their own. LATA also funds some important quality control and health and safety work to check hotels and transport providers are up to scratch and to generally improve standards. While on the subject, can I just mention the LATA Foundation? This is a charity set up by the travel industry to support social projects throughout the region. Again, on that same basis that we can do more by working together than any one company can do on their own. So we're working together to support a ballet school in one of the favelas of Rio. We've got a reforestation project in Peru. You can normally plant 10,000 trees in a day. In November, we helped fund a planting of 50,000 trees in a single day. It's part of a campaign to plant 1 million trees by 2020. So far, the LATA Foundation has supported 50 projects in 17 countries in Central and South America.
I'm trying to picture 10,000 trees. That's an awful lot of trees. And 50,000 is just blowing my mind. I can't cope with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's extraordinary. It takes 250 people 5 hours to plant 10,000 trees, which, if you do the maths, is about 1 every 6 minutes. The men do the digging, the women do the planting, the children carry the saplings and clear up any rubbish as well. So it's a whole family affair.
It took me 2 months to do a border in my garden. I couldn't cope with that speed. I was going to ask if you're just web-based, but you've just said that you like to talk to the passengers about what they want to see and do. So how do we get hold of you?
Well, the web is a sort of a portal for contacting us as a shop window, if you like. We're always keen to talk to potential passengers to discuss their needs and requirements and to see how best we can help. So if you go onto the websites, which is all the W's, South America Revealed or Central America Revealed, there's also a Mercator Travel, all ending .co.uk. Then you can contact us via the websites. There's email, or give us a call.
Okay. I've got another tough question for you as we're getting close to the end. You've just been given a month off. What would you do?
Well, I have been lucky enough to go backwards and forwards to Latin America for about the last 29 years. So, and I'm dealing with it all year round. So probably the last place I'm going to go to with a month off will be South America. I think Zanzibar and Tanzania are particularly appealing to me. I'd also quite like to go to Burma, Cambodia or Thailand. my next trip is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. We're off to Lake Como in Italy and travelling by train down to Cinque Terre and on to Pisa and Florence. But that's only a simple 10-day itinerary.
It's not simple. It's a holiday. They're never simple.
Holidays are extremely important, and they're always worth thinking about and putting a lot of care and attention into them. And it's an investment in your well-being, essentially. I must just add that under our parent company, through Mercator Travel, we can also book trips to anywhere else in the world. I mentioned some of those places like Burma and Cambodia and Thailand, also Ethiopia, Sri Lanka, a week in Santorini, in the Greek islands, you name it, we'll do it.
Okay. And as we're finishing, can you just remind us about the web addresses again, please?
Yes, of course. www.centralamericarevealed.co.uk, all the W's at southamericarevealed.co.uk, and mercatortravel.co.uk.
Okay, thanks, David. Thank you for your time.
John, thanks very much indeed.
Checking it out before you check in on the John Guinn Travel Show on ukhealthradio.com. If you missed the contact details that David gave out, they will be posted on my Facebook page, facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. And as I mentioned earlier in the show, if you've visited Central or South America recently, you can also put up your posts there as well. Share your photos, share your hints and tips, and also help us out by telling us where to avoid. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show.
Hello, it's Roy. Yeah, we're on the ferry. We should be in Spain tomorrow afternoon.
Well, be careful. Lots of crooks on the roads out here.
Crooks? You know where I grew up.
This is different. They target British registered vehicles.
Yeah, they used to do that round my way.
I'm serious. They'll tell you there's something wrong with your car, so you pull over, then they rob you. Or they distract you at a motorway stop. They target hire cars, too.
Hire cars?
Yeah, well, they're driven by tourists.
Oh, OK, I'll watch out.
Good. So, looking forward to the drive down?
Yeah, well, I was.
Thieves in Spain have been targeting hire cars and UK-registered vehicles, so be extra careful on the roads. For details, visit gov.uk and search for Living in Spain.
That's the end of this week's show. If you have been caught up with the low-cost holidays, either as a direct booking customer or you used a travel agent who used them to supply the accommodation, please do share your experiences with us at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Likewise, if you agree with my little rant earlier that TV consumer experts should do more about educating people about small print instead of going on about how to get holidays cheaper, or if you don't agree with me, again, facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Please share your thoughts. And do join me next time for the last of mine John Guinn Travel Show, although John Gwynn's not around because he's taking a break from the John Guinn Travel Show. It'll be the last one before we're back to normal, and do join me for that. And as always, I'll be checking out before you check in.